Hello, my name is MooingCat and welcome to my first impressions of the 2023 Soccer Cup event. I apologize for being a few days late. This was released 2 days ago, but I've been quite busy, so I haven't had time to make this before now. But now I'm finally here and I'll be able to give you some of my initial impressions of the Soccer Cup. So, I think I'm going to start talking about the buildings, but just quickly, as we have known for a while from spoilers, and as you can see here, this event will be using the anniversary event mechanics, and I'll show that in game in a moment. But before I do, I think I'll go through the buildings. I'm sure that's what most people are looking for. So these are the stats right now. Just a quick disclaimer, this is beta, these can change. For what it's worth, I think they should be changed, but yeah, let's go through them. The main building is the, I'm gonna say Aegean, something like that, Resort. It has 10 levels. At level 10, it has 3 variations. So Couples Resort, Garden Resort, and Mariana Resort. To get it to the final level, you do need the Golden Upgrade Kit. It is 4x5, and interestingly, at least for now, it doesn't require any roads. In fact, only one building so far from the event requires a road connection, which is a little bit weird, out of 4, sorry. So yeah, I find that a little bit weird. Anyways, at level 9, first of all, it gives some attack boosts, it gives, or defense boost, it gives between 20 and 30% defense boost for attacking army. Actually, I think we'll actually do this in game. It's a little bit nicer to look. So, at level 9, it gives up to 30% defense for attacking army. As you can see, I am in the future here, so 26%. It gives a little bit more defense for defending army. It gives 30 goods. It has a 50% chance of 30 forge points, so 15 forge points per day, and also 3 blueprints per day, if you're interested in that. It also has some another random production. You can get 2 fragments of the Mediterranean. I forget what it's called. I think it's named here. No, it's not. Okay, but it's a selection kit including these 2 buildings, which I'll go over in a moment. Or you can get 2 fragments of a finished special production building. So that's it for the level 9 building. Actually, not that much. But if you go up to level 10, we have these 3 variations. So this one, Couples Resort, this one gives attack and defense for both attacking army and defending army. Between in the future, 26% attack, 40% defense for attacking army. If you go back here, that is up to 44% defense for attacking army and 34% attack for attacking army. It also gives a lot of city defense, if you care about that. It has a range of goods productions. I believe the 30 goods here, that is 6 of each. I think the 13 goods is 1 specific good. And then you have also 13 previous age goods. This one has even more forge points, so 50% chance of 40, which is 20 on average per day. And also 5 blueprints on average per day, and some more fragments of the Mediterranean kit and this finished special production kit. Alright, then we move on to the Garden Resort. This one has even more attack and defense, I think both. No, so defense is the same, 34 to 44%. But it has slightly more attack at up to 39%. And also, as you can see, it has a lot more forge points. Or does it? Well, 25% chance of 88. So if you get it, you get more. But on average, that'll end up at 22. So yeah, actually slightly more than the Couples Resort. So 22 on average per day. And interestingly, this one gives a lot more. Or the number of fragments for the special production, as you can see there, is higher at 13. But it has a higher chance of giving the Mediterranean kit. Here it's 50-50, so 50% chance of 6, so that is 3 per day on average. This one, slightly less at 2 and something, 2 and a quarter, I think. Anyways, finally we have the Marina Resort. This one does not give any attack for the attacking army. It has a 75% chance of 32 forge points. I'm not going to do the math on that. I think I should have done... Anyways, yeah, it gives some forge points, and I think the most important aspect of this is that it gives a lot of fragments for the Mediterranean kit, although at a lower chance, but I do believe it ends up being more. Anyways, so yeah, these are the different variations. I think most people will go for the Garden Resort. It has a lot, or the most attack, and it has a lot of forge points. And to me, it looks, it looks like a very good building, as we'll see in a moment. So that's the main building. We also have 2 more golden upgrades for previous year's buildings. So the Wisteria Windmill and Sir Athlon, which we can see over here. So the Windmill, it now gives both attack and defense for attacking army, which is very interesting. Now that's interesting. I hadn't really looked too much into it, but now this one will probably be above the likes of Heroes Mountain, Eagle Mountain, and Heroes Tavern, which is interesting. Then we have the Athlon Abbey. This one goes from not giving any attack to also giving attack, and the amount of forge points has been doubled. The amount of goods has been doubled, so overall decent boost to that as well. But particularly the Windmill here looks very interesting now. Not sure if we have the full stats, don't think we have those right now, but yeah, it's looking like it'll be around 60, above 60 attack, combined attack, for 22 tiles, so probably around 3 attack per tile, combined attack per tile, which means it's on par with the Phantom Tower of Conjunction, or whatever it was called, from the anniversary event. So this all of a sudden is a really good stack building, which is interesting. That's not all, we do have 3 more buildings. So the Feta Farm and Golden Goal Gyros. As I mentioned, you can get these as kits from all of these buildings. So the Mediterranean kit there, that's between those 2. You can also get the Feta Farm here in the event pass, and I imagine that if you have 2 event passes, so gold and silver, the Feta Farm will probably be in this, and the other one in the one above, or reverse. I don't think you can get either as a daily special. And in the league here, we see we have another reward, so we don't have that here as well. So let's go through these 3, starting with the Feta Farm. This one produces between 7 and 17 attack for attacking army. It is 3x2, so very small. 6 tiles, that is almost 3 attack per tile at the max level. It gives between 6 and 8 forge points, which is really good, and up to 50 goods, goods. And there we have the full name, Mediterranean Memories Selection Kit. Then we have the Golden Goal Gyros, also available in this kit, and possibly from an event pass. This one gives up to 40% defense for attacking army and up to 15% attack for defending army. And it also has a coin production, some forge points, and some goods. So also a really nice building. Particularly for defense here, that is a little bit over 3 defense per tile, which is quite nice. And then we have the flowering Bougainvillea tree. I'm gonna go ahead and try that pronunciation. This one gives up to 11% attack for attacking army, and also 11 attack and defense for defending army. It gives some forge points, and it gives 20 forge points of the Aegean Resort Golden Selection Kit. So if you go back here, yeah, I thought so. It doesn't, the announcement is wrong, I think, because here, 20 fragments of the Aegean Resort Selection Kit, which includes all the 3, so the level 1, regular upgrades, and the golden upgrades. So just the fragments of all of these. This is similar to what we have now in the summer event. I forget what it's called. But this one, 9 attack from 2 tiles. That is quite insane, 4.5 attack per tile. I do believe it gets... Yeah, it gets up to 11, so that is 5.5 attack per tile. And I wonder if it gets +1 in Titan as well. 11 or... Actually, we can check. So I have included or updated my sortable building table here with all of these. So if you sort by combined attack per tile, for example, we can see that the flowering Bougainvillea tree gets all the way up to 5.5. And the garden resort here, 4.15, which is quite insane. The couple were sort of a little bit behind. The Feta Farm, 2.83 combined attack per tile. Golden Gyros, 2.8. All of these really nice. Even the level 9 building is quite decent. And if we compare that to all buildings, we can see that this is the new building. The Skull Cave is right behind the League exclusive building from this event. Then we have the main building at 4th place, actually higher combined attack per tile than the Sentinel Outpost. And this continues the insane inflation we've seen recently, and I don't think it's healthy for the game. I do think these buildings should be nerfed, especially the main building. I think it's way too much. And yeah, I hope they kind of reel it back in a little bit. Don't go this insane overboard. Short term, it might be very nice, but long term, I don't think it's healthy for the game. So I would actually like to see some of these buildings be nerfed to... Yeah, I don't think it's good to have these buildings that much better than previous year's buildings. So yeah, that's the main buildings. Let's now talk a little bit about the mechanics. So as I mentioned, this uses the anniversary event mechanics. And I think as you'll see, well, in terms of mechanics, it's the same. But graphics, there's been quite a lot of complaints, and I do agree with those complaints. In terms of currency and all of that, we do get slightly less currency than the anniversary event. It looks like the anniversary event had 6 more quests, so that's around 500 fewer footballs, assuming everything else stays the same, and it does look like that. However, I did have a quick look here in the prices here, and to get the golden upgrade kit, you need to get 3,000 progress. And if everything else stays the same, in anniversary, you needed 3,750. So even though you do get slightly less, it does look like it will be easier to get, for now, it will be easier to get the building fully leveled, so it should be quite possible. That's of course assuming all of the balancing here is the same, which I do believe is the case. So let's play a little bit, let's play through the tutorial. So here, instead of having the gems, we have these shields here. The levels are these stars below the shields, and in the corner here you can see some smaller shields with one left half, one right half. That's the keys we had from the last event, and you need to combine a left part with a right part, and you get a full shield part up there, and that's the equivalent of a key. So then you convert it cooldown. It's not player to cooldown, yeah. So when you convert it, you get the keys. We can equivalent this to keys, and then you can open these chests here. So that's all the same mechanics, and when you're done, you can either reset, or you can, if you clear the board, you can reset and claim this reward here, which doesn't really have too much interesting in it. It does have the Epic Spring Selection Kit, and the Epic Spring Selection Kit does seem to be available as a daily special from this event, which is interesting because yeah, we didn't have the spring event, so I'm of course glad we have it here, which means we can get the Cherry Garden, for example, even though with the insane inflation recently, it's not really that good anymore. Anyways, then we start playing for real, and this might look a little bit different from the anniversary event, but it is the same. The placement here is different. In anniversary, you had an open space in the middle here, but now you can see they're all spread out. And actually, on our playthrough board, when you reset again, there are a few different formations. So they don't always spawn in the same place, but in terms of playstyle, nothing changed in that regard. So yeah, now you can reset the board for free the first time. I'll continue in terms of the cheat sheet here, the same thing and the same types of rewards. So when you merge, you get some rewards. The daily special, Altar Garden, let's see if we get anything interesting on a switch. The Windmill Farm Selection Kit, which could actually be a decent reward if you also get the golden upgrade kit for it. But you probably will only get one. So let's play a little bit. I think I'll just spawn 16 gems, which will fill out all the open or free spaces here. And now we start playing the same way we did before. I don't have the FOE helper thing, which is annoying. Anyways, there are some exciting things when it comes to the FOE helper as well. It's not out yet, of course, but I've been talking with Beelzebub, who is working on it, and but it looks like, if everything goes to plan, that the solver I've made, or a version of it, will be included in the helper, which is quite nice. But yeah, let's start merging. So here comes the main, I think, downside with the graphics. So in the anniversary event, the key part, the top and bottom parts of the key were quite distinct. But here you can see you have the left and the right sides, and they're not really that easy to look at a glance. So here I have one left part, one right part, left part, and left part. So 3 left parts and 1 right part. But I do have enough level 1. I'm just going to call them gems to do all of these, and I can also get 1 more. Alright, so that's all the level 2 pieces. Now let's see, I have 1 piece here that's that's locked, so I'll merge this. I'll create a full key there, or a full shield. Actually not sure what they call it. Merge badges, okay. So badges, and anyways. So yeah, that's 1 full, and then we cannot create any other full key, so we'll just do that. And then we have a left part here, we have a right part there, so we can merge that. And then that's left part, left, so I'll just merge these. And then, yeah, I'll just merge here. Don't get the key, but at least I get some points here for the grand prize. So yeah, 2 points for the final level 4 gems, and 1 point for all the others, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, that's the yellow taken care of. Let's now move on to red. So I have 2 free level 1 gems. So there I have a right part, right, and left. So I think, let's see, I have left, right, left. Okay, so I think actually I'll just do 2 of these. Oh, I think I definitely got that wrong. Anyway, so yeah, I'm finding these shields a little bit confusing, but let's just continue. Yeah, let's just get these. Then I can create a full key there. And yeah, I can merge. Actually, no, I can do this. I get a 4 key here, and then up there. And I get 1 more key there. Okay, so that's the red ones. Let's do blue finally. Here I have 3 level 1 shields. 2 free ones, so I can just take both of those. Alright, we have a lot of them here, so I think I'll just create some keys. Don't need to think too much about it. And then, let's see, at level 3, I have a right part, so I'll get that, I think. Which one should I go for? I'm already finding these new ones really confusing. Okay, let's go for... Actually, I don't think it matters because I do need to merge it anyways with one of these. And then finally, let's get some more points. All right, so there's the game. Already, I'm really confused by the graphics. I don't like them. I much prefer the gems, the keys that we had in the old event and the anniversary event. But it is what it is. Let's combine all of these. And I'm also finding the stars below here quite confusing, because in the anniversary event, the gems, you could see in the gem itself the number of gems were the levels, but here you have to look at the stars, and I don't know, I just find it a little bit confusing. Because the level 4 one doesn't look too different from the level 1 and 2 and so on. Alright, so that's the first board. I'm just going to quickly reset it, and there you can see that there is another formation here. Same number of players, but or cards, gems, but yeah, just slightly different. Anyways, then you can spend them here to get some rewards. I think I'll just see if I get anything. Okay, there we go. There's the daily special. That's nice. And that's actually all I can afford right now. So I'll not continue here. You get the idea. It's the same minigame as the anniversary event, and it does actually look like the next one might be wildlife again, which means we started with St. Patrick's Day, anniversary event, wildlife, a little bit of a break with summer, but then it's back with St. Patrick's Day, then anniversary event again, and then wildlife again. So that's another topic that I have talked about before, but yeah, they're reusing these complex events a lot quicker than they were before. Which on one side I like these events, but on the other side it's way too much. So I don't know, I'm not really that happy with the direction of events. A lot of things I don't like, the golden levels, the reusing, the insane inflation, all of that. So I don't know. On one side, of course, it's fun to get a lot of new and shiny stuff, but long term I'm not sure how good this is for the health of the game. Anyways, I think that's all I need to talk about. I've talked way too long. I'm a little bit rusty, as you might tell. Been a while since I made a video. Or I did make one last weekend. But anyways, that's it for now. Hope you found this a little bit interesting. I will, of course, have more content as the event nears its completion. Before it goes out on live. I'll make a guide and all of that. So yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Take care. Actually, one more thing. Let me thank my Patreons before I end. I would like to thank Tomstar, Lorden, Kim Kelly, Rolf the 8th, Dan Simnad, Chanti, Tekate, Dark Matter, Mylia, Zero K, Merrick B, Hugo Kant von Count, Drew the Generous, Susan Weiss, Rocco, Spike from No Remorse, Marathon Emrys, Atomic, Flowers the Avenger, Ashborn, Arkler, Nova, Juber, Ninja Alin, Whiskey Meister, Henrik Dara Klerberg, Mattia, Adaril, Mike, Obscure the Obsessed, Ruth, Karen, Flowers Belisarius, Dennis, Stampe, and Potter. Thanks a lot for your support. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the future.